Hello there, passionate Celtic supporters. It's that time again, and we're diving headfirst into the latest developments surrounding our beloved club. The atmosphere in Glasgow is electric, as always, with supporters buzzing about the upcoming clash on the European stage. This season has been a roller coaster already, and as we approach another crucial away match, the stakes couldn't be higher. Celtic have shown flashes of brilliance, yet there are lingering questions about consistency and squad depth that fans and pundits alike are dissecting as we prepare for this challenge. The anticipation is tangible, from the streets surrounding Celtic Park to the pubs where supporters gather to analyse every detail, every formation and every potential lineup. Everyone knows that European nights demand more than just skill on the ball. They demand composure, intelligence, and a relentless drive to seize opportunities as they arise. Turning our attention to the opposition, Feyenoord have had their fair share of turbulence recently. The Dutch side began their season with impressive momentum, thrilling fans with performances that looked set to carry them to the top of the Eredivisie. But the wheels have come off in recent weeks. Losses in critical matches, particularly against teams they were expected to beat, have exposed vulnerabilities, especially when it comes to stamina and squad rotation. Their manager, Robin van Persie, is still finding his footing, working to instill his philosophy and make the most of the squad at his disposal. While Van Persie's reputation as a world-class player is undisputed, his transition into management has been a learning curve, and this is evident in moments where the intensity of his attacking strategies clashes with the players' fitness levels. The team often starts games strongly, displaying technical prowess and tactical ambition, only for their energy to wane as matches progress, leaving them susceptible to late pressure and counterattacks. Fitness has been a recurring theme in Feyenoord's struggles. Key players have faced setbacks, and those on the field appear to tire earlier than expected. It's clear that the squad is missing a few pivotal figures who could make a decisive impact in tight games. Observers have noted that their defensive structure can become fragile after the first hour, a detail Celtic will no doubt look to exploit. Despite these concerns, Feyenoord's squad contains individual talents capable of moments of brilliance. Their Japanese striker, for instance, has had an up-and-down trajectory in previous seasons, but is currently in better form, showing signs of regaining confidence in front of goal. Alongside him, the central defender from Japan has been a strong presence at the back, blending physicality with a sense of composure that adds some balance to their defensive setup. Beyond the Japanese contingent, Feyenoord also boast midfield talents capable of dictating play and wingers who can unsettle opposition defenses with skill and unpredictability. There are players in their squad who might make questionable decisions in key moments, but these very traits can also become unpredictable weapons, particularly if Celtic fail to maintain structure and discipline at the back. Feyenoord's priority in the domestic league is clear: securing a top spot to guarantee European competition next season. The pressure to win in Europe, however, is mounting, and this fixture against Celtic represents a critical juncture. While the home league position offers some cushion, losing in Europe could trigger an intense reaction from supporters who are accustomed to success and have little patience for underperformance. As for Celtic, the focus has been on preparation and adaptability. Injuries have shaped the squad selection, and managers have had to consider which players can influence the game most effectively. Kelechi Iheanacho's fitness is being monitored closely. If he's able to contribute off the bench, his quality in the final third could provide the spark needed to break down Feyenoord's lines. Marcelo Sarra remains sidelined, removing another option from the manager's toolkit. The predicted 11 reflects these constraints, but Celtic's strength lies in their cohesion and experience in European competitions. Players like McGregor in midfield offer composure and creativity, linking play between defense and attack, while forwards like Tenki and Maida provide pace and movement to stretch the opposition. Kenny leading the line may not be the quickest, but his positioning and ability to hold up the ball are integral to orchestrating attacks and bringing others into play. Away from home, Celtic's record this season has been mixed, and that reality cannot be ignored. The team's European adventures demand mental toughness, particularly when facing sides with home support that can create intimidating atmospheres. Feyenoord will also be missing a section of their most passionate supporters due to stadium sanctions, leaving roughly 15,000 empty seats behind the goal. This absence could slightly diminish the intensity of the home atmosphere, but it is unlikely to remove the energy entirely, as other sections of the stadium will undoubtedly step up, ensuring that Celtic still face a formidable environment. The interplay between the two teams, both dealing with confidence issues and squad limitations, makes predicting the opening exchanges particularly intriguing. Early goals could swing momentum dramatically, yet both sides are aware that discipline and structure will be crucial if they are to avoid being punished for errors. Celtic's tactical approach will likely emphasize counter-attacking opportunities, seeking to exploit Feyenoord's tendency to push high up the pitch. Rapid transitions and intelligent positioning will be key, as will seizing moments when the opposition's energy dips. Defensively, maintaining shape and communication will be essential, particularly when facing creative and technically gifted Feyenoord players who can exploit any lapse in concentration. The midfield battle promises to be pivotal, with Celtic needing to establish control while also providing service to the forward line. Players with vision and composure, capable of threading passes through congested areas, will play a decisive role in determining how effectively Celtic can navigate Feyenoord's press and create scoring opportunities. The historical context cannot be overlooked either. Matches between these two clubs have been colored by memorable encounters in Europe's past, adding an extra layer of intensity to proceedings. Celtic fans take pride in their European pedigree, and the away trip to Rotterdam represents both a challenge and an opportunity to assert the club's stature on the continental stage. Respect for the opposition is evident, but so is a confidence that comes from experience, from knowing what it takes to perform under pressure and seize moments that can define a campaign. Every touch, every movement, and every decision will carry weight, as both managers seek to balance ambition with pragmatism. The anticipation is building as kickoff approaches. Celtic supporters are analyzing lineups, fitness reports, and recent form, while the squad itself is preparing mentally and physically for the challenge ahead. This is a fixture that tests character, resilience, and tactical intelligence, a game where small margins will determine the outcome. Both teams are aware of what is at stake, and while Feyenoord are eager to secure a result to halt their recent slump, Celtic aim to demonstrate that their experience, skill, and tactical awareness can carry them through a demanding encounter. From the first whistle, intensity will be high, and supporters on both sides will be living every moment, aware that European nights are rarely forgiving and that glory often comes at the cost of focus, composure, and determination. As the game edges closer, the sense of anticipation in Glasgow and across Europe is palpable. Celtic supporters are buzzing with excitement and nerves, knowing that an away fixture against Feyenoord has never been straightforward. History and prestige weigh heavily on both sides, yet the current form of each team adds another layer of intrigue. Feyenoord, despite their early season promise, have shown cracks in recent weeks, and the issue of fitness remains central to their struggles. Players often appear energetic in the opening exchanges, only to fade as the match progresses, leaving spaces that clever opponents can exploit. Celtic, meanwhile, must navigate not only the opponent's talent, but also the energy of the European stage, ensuring that their composure and tactical discipline are maintained across 90 minutes or more. The significance of this match is not lost on anyone, with both sets of supporters aware that early results can set the tone for the remainder of the campaign in Europe. The tactical approach for Celtic seems likely to focus on counterattacks, exploiting the gaps left by Feyenoord's high press and ambitious attacking play. Quick transitions and intelligent movement will be key, particularly from wingers who can stretch the defense and forwards who can hold the line and bring others into play. Attention to detail is vital. One lapse in concentration could see the home side strike, as Feyenoord are capable of creating moments of danger from seemingly innocuous situations. Celtic's midfielders will have a critical role to play, dictating tempo, maintaining possession, and providing service to the forwards. Players like McGregor will need to combine vision with precision, ensuring that the team can move the ball efficiently and exploit the spaces left by a fatigued opposition. Decision-making under pressure will be paramount, as both teams are aware that European games are often decided by fine margins, and the capacity to seize opportunities when they arise can define the outcome. In terms of personnel, Celtic will be keeping a close eye on Kelechi Iheanacho, who has travelled with the squad and could make an impact from the bench. His ability to influence the game in the final third might prove crucial, especially if Celtic find themselves needing to unlock a resilient Feyenoord defence. Marcelo Sarra remains unavailable, removing one option, but the squad still possesses the depth and versatility required to adapt to the unfolding dynamics on the pitch. The backline, led by Casper in goal and supported by defenders such as Ralphson, Trusty, Scales, and Tierney, will need to stay alert to counteract Feyenoord's threat from wide areas and the movement of their forwards. Communication and cohesion in defence will be tested, particularly if Feyenoord begin to exploit spaces behind the line, as they often do when pushing for goals. Celtic's attacking trio of Maida, Tenki, and Kenny will need to combine movement with intelligence, recognizing when to press, when to drop deep, and when to exploit the opponent's defensive weaknesses. The pace and timing of their runs could be decisive, particularly given Feyenoord's vulnerability in the closing stages of matches. The interplay between forwards and midfielders, combined with the ability to execute swift counterattacks, may well determine who gains the upper hand. Every touch, pass, and decision will matter, with both managers acutely aware that small details often dictate the course of European fixtures. The absence of a section of Feyenoord's most passionate supporters due to stadium sanctions adds another variable. While the home atmosphere will still be strong, approximately 15,000 seats behind the goal will remain empty, reducing the intensity slightly and perhaps offering Celtic a psychological edge. However, it is essential not to underestimate the Dutch side. Feyenoord possess technical quality, individual talent, and the motivation to reclaim form, particularly against a historic club like Celtic. The balance between maintaining defensive solidity and exploiting offensive opportunities will require sharp tactical awareness, situational intelligence, and precise execution from the Celtic players. From a psychological standpoint, both squads are navigating different pressures. Feyenoord are attempting to arrest a recent decline, managing the expectations of fans accustomed to domestic and European success, while Celtic are focused on demonstrating that their experience, cohesion, and tactical nous can overcome the challenges of playing away from home. Momentum, confidence, and the ability to handle intensity will all play critical roles. Celtic's players must balance aggression with patience, pressing when necessary, but also maintaining shape and composure to prevent costly errors. European nights are as much about mental fortitude as physical capability, and the team that can best manage these dual demands is often the one that prevails. Key match-ups are already the subject of debate among supporters and analysts alike. Celtic's midfield creativity against Feyenoord's pressing intensity could define the opening exchanges, while the battle on the wings may offer opportunities for quick breaks. Players capable of exploiting one-on-one situations, threading precise passes, and making intelligent runs will be closely watched. The Japanese striker in the Feyenoord lineup, despite inconsistent form in previous seasons, has shown glimpses of goal-scoring ability this term, making him a potential threat that Celtic must monitor closely. Equally, the central defender from Japan provides a strong presence at the back, and any lapses in marking or communication could be punished. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. The Chatter-Ower Govan way has taken a proper sharp turn this week as a Rangers star's offhand remark about the green and white neighbours has set the whole a Scottish fitbar simmering. Nay one's sure exactly where it started. A leaked dressing room whisper, a half-heard line at a sponsor's event, or maybe just a keen-eared punter with a pint and a quick tongue. But the rumour has spread through Glasgow quicker than a misplaced pass on a muddy pitch. According to folk close to the scene, the Rangers man, whose name insiders are keeping tucked firmly under the jacket, though plenty are hinting loudly, apparently muttered that Celtic are really near as fearsome as they fancy themselves. It was said in that casual, swaggering way that only a confident player can muster, but in this city, even a breeze can turn into a gale if it blows across the old firm divide. Fans on both sides have leapt on it, twisting the words, stretching the meaning, and arguing what he really meant. Some are claiming it was all harmless banter, others insist it was a wee dig meant to rile the rivals before the next big clash. And then there are those saying the comment reveals a cracking pressure behind closed doors, a glimpse into a Rangers squad eager to plant their flag higher and louder. Celtic supporters, for their part, have treated the rumoured line like cheek. They can't wait to answer on the pitch, though they've not been shy about tossing a few verbal jabs back across the city already. At the heart of it, the whole thing feels like pure Glasgow, a single phrase, maybe even misheard, spiralling into a full-blown talking point that every taxi driver, every pub regular, every office kettle corner commentator suddenly has an opinion on, whether it was bravado, mind games, or just an innocent quip blown out of all proportion. The spark has landed on bone-dry kindling, and now the city waits, buzzing, prickling, wondering if the player will address the rumour, deny it, own it, or simply let the storm swirl. One thing's certain, when a Rangers voice hints at Celtic with anything less than caution, the whole of Scotland hears it, and the rivalry burns that little bit brighter. Hello, fan. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.